What's up, everybody, and welcome to my AEW Rampage review. A very stacked card, I should say, for Rampage tonight. I'm surprised they crammed all of this in an hour, but yes, a lot going on AEW Rampage, which we immediately kick it off with an Owen Hart qualifier tournament match between Swerve and Darby Allin, which was actually a really good match, and I really did enjoy it. I'm actually somewhat kind of surprised who won, but I shouldn't be at the same time. It's a very good match, though, with both of these two. I enjoyed this. I did like when Darby went for his suicide dive, and Swerve ended up hitting like a big knee to the head, damn near, which looked very deadly. And I'm sure the spot that everybody's talking about is the big suplex spot off the apron onto the ground, which looked very rough, by the way, too. It was rough when that happened, but after that, Starks had came down to the ring. Sting had basically stopped up and backed them up. Darby ended up hitting Swerve. I think it was like with the Last Supper for the win. So Darby ended up going over Swerve. Like I said, I actually expected Swerve to win. Like I said, I thought they would have given him something, but since he's still in this battle, this whole feud with Starks and them, I guess that's why they didn't do it. But I kind of was waiting for. I was kind of hoping Swerve was going to get the win right here, just because. But obviously they still, of course they want to push Darby, so I shouldn't really be surprised by that. Also, when Jericho was talking about the whole Eddie Kingston thing with the fire on commentary. They end up having Santana and Ortiz attack him. I guess this Wednesday it will be Santana versus Chris Jericho. So we'll see what happens there. Next, Jade Cargo. Well, the baddie section now. Jade Cargo, Red Velvet, and Kiera Hogan. Gotta say, there's a lot of ass on stage when all three of them come out. And I mean a lot of ass on stage. Went against Willow Nightingale, Trisha Dora, and Sky Blue. Basically, this was a squash match right here. Of course, Jade and them got the win with this baddie section, but I believe this is gonna work. One, it is getting Kiera Hogan a lot more TV time, and Jade Cargo something. So I think this baddie section thing may work. Because like I said, you got three baddies right there. You could just sit there and say, walked in with a baddie, think she me or something. If you know that song, you know what I'm talking about. But I like this team. I like it. So like I said, Jade continues just to come off like a star more and more. Like I said, she comes off as a better champion here than a lot of the champions they got right now. Okay, so Jade definitely doing good right now. Definitely on plus with the baddie section. Um, Next, Keith Lee went against Colton Gunn. I don't know why Keith Lee needed 7 minutes to beat Colton Gunn out there. The match was, like I said, the match, like, that was a glorified squash. I don't know why it takes so long for Keith Lee to beat Colton Gunn. I'm like you thought you would give Keith Lee something sort of a squash match, not a 7 minute match out there. But yeah, that Keith Lee taking a minute to beat Colton Gunn out there though. Next, the Hardys were kind of promo. Talk about the Hardys do miss Owen Hart. They were around when Owen Hart was around the Attitude Era. Basically, Jeff said it's a dream match. If it's going to be Jeff and Darby Allin and whatnot, but he's going against Bobby Fish this Wednesday on Dynamite. So, he basically says he's going to hit with a Swanton Bomb. Next week, they went to the Undisputed Era in the Bucks. Basically, the Bucks calling, the Hardys, the Hartley boys, or like Fish calling Jeff Hartley. Listen, obviously, and I've said this before, these people in this company listen to Jim Cornette. Even though Cornette do insult these guys, they use his jokes. So the people, they be listening to his podcast, and obviously the Bucks must be listening too, especially if they use that line, the Hartley boys, because Jim Cornette calls them if you listen to his podcast and stuff, which is fucking hilarious. When he calls them that, the Holly Boys, the Holly Boys out there. Like, it's a South Park reference at the same time too. You get a clue, you get a raging clue, a big clue, a little clue, a raging clue, and whatnot. So I thought that was pretty funny. But this ain't the first time we've seen Punk do it with the solo, camarato, agogo. So these people are listening to Cornette. People may not think they're listening to him. They're listening to his podcast, okay, and they're using some of his ideas too. So people need to stop acting like they're not listening to Cornette, okay? Danhausen came to the ring and wanted Hook out there, so he's going to decimate him. He does his little cursed thing and stuff. Mark Sterling came out there then with Tony Nese to attack both of them after that, but Hook got the upper hand, ended up hitting a big suplex onto Tony Nese and stuff. So now they're a team. I'm still not really with this whole Danhausen and Hook thing, given that they've trying to make Hook into like this serious guy out there. Some people think this is a way not to get him in the title picture. It's just give him something to do right now by doing this oddball tag team. I wouldn't do it so early when the guys only just had like what, a handful of matches and stuff. But these people just seem to like Danhausen and Hook just because. So maybe something will happen, but I don't really think they need to really kind of pair these two at the same time. Um, the Gun Club was basically talking about, what happened out there with Keith Lee. The Acclaim came in, I guess saying y'all suck as rappers or something. I guess they're going to have a match and stuff. So I guess they'll end up on Dynamite. Samoa Joe went against Trent Baretta for the Ring of Honor television title. Ian Riccaboni was on commentary from Ring of Honor. Good to hear from him. Bobby Cruz was, doing a ring announcing also. Like I said, this is really good, especially to get Ian Riccaboni on there. Not bad. Obviously, Joe was going to get the win anyways. Won a bad match, hit the rear naked choke. Tony Schiavone ended up interviewing him next, but Jay Lethal and, Satam Singh and Sanjay Dutt ended up interrupting. Then Cassidy tried to do his little, kick thing, but Lethal knocked him out the way, basically getting Samoa Joe. Lethal and Joe started brawling with each other then, so that ended up ending the show from there. Rampage is Rampage, especially trying to still get the whole Ring of Honor title over. Yeah, Ring of Honor television title, I'm sorry. Just getting the Ring of Honor over in general on this show, okay? Like I said, next week, they get the Ring of Honor women's title on the line. I know they have Mercedes Martinez cut a promo on Deonna Purrazzo. Like, I'd be surprised if Deonna even retains, because I just think Ring of Honor just wants their belt back, or AEW technically, but they just want their belt back from Deonna at this point. So I'd be surprised if Deonna Purrazzo goes over. But then again, they're not really doing nothing with Mercedes anyways, other than her being the interim Ring of Honor Women's Champion. So I think they're just going to have to get the real title, though. But it'll still be cool to see Deonna on TV in general, okay? Like I said, if you watch Impact, you know how much of a beast Deonna Purrazzo is. So, other than that, though, comment, subscribe. That's all I really got to say about Rampage tonight. Pretty good show, all right? Not bad at all. But, yeah, other than that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Follow me on Twitter at HoodNight890. Peace out.